Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Maureen Akers. Welcome. Welcome, Gary.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Absolutely. All right, today's question is, Gary, can I file a personal injury case if the injury happened out of state?
All right, good question. Again, on our Google question review here. So, can you? Yes, of course you can. And where you do it is important. You know, this time of year we're traveling.
Right.
So things can happen in other states and other jurisdictions. So we hear those terms a lot. That's what I wanted to talk about here. Jurisdiction and venue. We hear those terms, and honestly, I think we spent 3 weeks, my first year of law school, in one of the classes talking about these concepts. So it's a little odd, but jurisdiction means you have the right state, you have the right court in that state. But venue means you have the right location of that court in that state. And so so finding those, where to file it, is sometimes more confusing than it needs to be. Georgia venue rules, like where do you sue? Let's say it's a Georgia case.
Right.
It happened in, you got hurt in North Georgia. You live here in Columbus.
Right.
All right, so you can bring the case in Georgia in a state court or superior court if it's an injury case. And now where do you file it? What is the venue for that filing? And it will be where the defendant lives.
Okay.
Not where it happened, not where you live, but where the defendant lives. That's really odd. It's an aberration from most law. Alabama is not so archaic like that. It'll happen because if I'm driving in streets in Columbus, I ought to be responsible for what I do to citizens in Columbus, right? That would make sense, that if you're down here from business from Atlanta and you cause a wreck, I shouldn't have to chase you down in Atlanta, but I have to chase you down in Atlanta. So interesting, right? So anyway, but we're really talking about being out of state.
Yeah.
And the same considerations have to be thought about, and lawyers in Georgia don't necessarily know what Tennessee law is, which, by the way, is a 1-year statute of limitations. But so you got to be careful about these things.
Yeah, you do. So if something happens out of state, should I hire a lawyer out of state, or should I hire a lawyer here?
Yeah, I believe hiring, if you're going to get a lawyer, hire someone local who can help with the witnesses here, with your medical witnesses and testimony, help you here, put things together. They will work with a lawyer in the other jurisdiction to make sure things are handled correctly. That's your best way, so you have point of contact at home.
There you go. Thank you, Gary. See you on the next Legal Break.